elongated thingy.
Elongated thing.
Yeah, that thing is really loud on my mic. Keep going, all the way down.
There you go. It's off. Don't just hit it. Let it spin down. Just let it spin down. It's not making any more noise.
What do you think this is accomplishing?
It knocked off a bug.
Yeah, you did knock off a bug. Is your finger okay?
It doesn't hurt.
Guys, we're live.
Hi.
Hello.
Don't make me just stop you, fan.
You didn't even stop it. It's going back again.
It's fine.
That's
Yes.
okay. As long as it's not making too terribly much noise on the stream.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, today we have character creation. We have with me Belle and Nate. Nate lost his character tragically last session.
Big sad.
Big sad. We will be having a lovely funeral in our next session. But yeah, so he's got to create a new character. We are going to start him off at the same level, level 3, and she's going to be starting there as well. But we'd like to show you guys our prototype for the character sheets. The D&D ones do work, but this should be a bit better. As you can see there, you got your character name, all that fun stuff.
Can I see him?
Yeah, they can see it. Character name, race, your allegiance, your class, your armor, the hit die, which I like better because you just put the die in there with the Constitution modifier underneath, your death save throws, the ammo box is definitely something that needs to be in there. You have your proficiency die, which is a big change between the normal and our regular sheet. This should help anybody who's trying to create characters in this as well. And the sheets will be posted on D&D40K.com. Alright, so we're going to start off with Belle. She's the newest to this.
Hi.
Okay.
Alright. So I will be moving this around as we go around. First thing up will be the character name. What do you want to name yourself?
Can it be anything?
Yeah, you don't have to stick with the status quos on those.
I think I'm gonna name myself Z. Z-E-E.
Z-E-E it is. All right. Now we're going to pick your race, which I think you've already done.
Yes, Harlequin Solitaire.
So Harlequin will be your race, or Dakari for others. But she is a Harlequin. Her class will be a Soltari.
Wait, how do you spell that?
I will show you. Where'd it go? There it is. S-O-L-I-T.
Oh, isn't that Solitaire?
Yeah, Solitaire. Yeah, but it's fancy, so you call it Soltari.
Solitari.
Yeah, exactly. So, your background. This is one that you have to choose. You have the choice of either being an exile, or in this particular case, since you are dark elf, you can be a scout as well for slaves to take. You are a slaver by trade.
Hello, everybody in chat.
What was the first one that you said?
An exile.
And what is that?
Basically, you didn't fit in with all the other Harlequins, and you have been exiled by them.
Exile.
To die a slow, horrible death while being eaten on by Slanesh, and your soul will eventually go extinct.
Sweet. Lovely. I hope that's how you spell it. I'm gonna say that it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right.
They can't see that part. So if you spell it incorrectly, they don't know. All right. We will calculate up your armor class later. Your hit die is going to be 1d8.
1D.
Plus, 1d8.
1D8.
Yep. Plus your Constitution, which we will get. We'll get to that part when we roll for your character.
Right.
All right. So we have. You're going to start out with 75 Imperial credits.
I heard that. Yeah. The despair.
Pathetic graphite.
All right. Your speed will be 40. Down here under your what would be force powers, but for you, you have lightning reflexes.
Ooh. We have another person you can't hit.
I can hit them. They just have a tendency to roll high.
Okay.
The effect is reaction, and it's damage removal, 1d20.
Add that right here.
Yeah, just put 1d20 in there. That'll be fun. All right, and I will tell you what we'll write it right above or right below there. What your DC will be depending on your dexterity, and I'll let chat know as well how to do that.
Okay.
All right. So for your weapons, you will start off with a. It's tantamount to a knife, but it's what do they call it? I forget what they're called now.
A sheath.
No.
Let's just call it a stabby bit.
The stabby bit. Hold on one second.
I'm really surprised you didn't want to be an orc. It's fun.
I heard Harlequin and I was like,
it's called Harlequin's Kiss, Kiss. So you can just put Kiss on there, Kiss. Kiss
yeah,
is
because
a
I don't
kind
have
of
enough room for that.
Kiss is a kind of knife.
Or you could put Kith and pronounce it like Mike Tyson.
Kith.
Mike Tyson.
Kith.
Mike Tyson give you a kith.
All right. So you will all. You have a choice. This is your choice. You can either have the Kiss and a splinter pistol,
Okay.
which is a 25-foot range pistol with 1 AP, and it's going to be 1d6 on your damage.
Okay.
Or you can go no guns and have the caress, which means when you attack, you will have 2d6 damage.
And if you roll badly, you lightly caress them and make them feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, it's your choice. How did you want to do it? Did you want to do melee only or
I say the splinter.
splinter pistol? All right, so write that in there.
Man, now we gotta find more splinter rounds.
Yeah, they are the harder one to find, but you do have the guy whose name I will have in there by next session. All right, so your damage on the kiss is going to be 1d6. AP 1.
Where's that go?
You just put it at the end there. I'll have to adapt that. I did not put that on there because I forgot about it. All right. Your splinter pistol will be 1d4. The range is 25. You can put M up there for melee for the kiss. So M. And your ammo will be right now. You're going to start off with 5 of 5. Yep, there you go. So you have 5 rounds in the pistol.
Yeah.
All right.
Makes sense.
That's where that's supposed to go. Anyway, I'll tell you later. It goes down here for the special weapons rules. That's where that was supposed to go. I thought I'd had it covered. So you would add that to the special weapons rule. Underneath the weapon, you put the name of the weapon. If it has an alternate fire mode. If not, that it just has the alternate damage being -1 AP on this particular case.
Okay.
Or if you add things to the guns, that's where it also goes. All right, so we are going to pick 2 saving throws and 4 skills.
That's a lot of skills.
Well, that's all the skills the skill sets are slightly altered, being warp instead of arcana, and we also added the belief mechanic, which is strictly for orcs.
Okay.
Sure, I only have 2.
What?
Huh?
I only have 2 skills, I think.
Skills? You should have 4.
I think I only have 2.
You might want to fix that. So, you being a melee character and up close and personal assassin type, I would probably pick acrobatics for your dex there.
Yeah.
Just pick like all of the deck stuff, like acrobatics, stealth, and sleight of hand. Just be sneaky.
There you go. You figured it out.
So what would I put in the blank for this?
Just put any check mark, an X.
Yeah. You just mark it however you please.
All right.
There you go.
Acrobatics, dexterity.
Yep.
I would recommend stealth.
Yeah, stealth is probably a good one for you.
Yeah, stealth is probably a good one.
Yep.
Did you take perception as a general skill off? Because I don't see it on here.
It is.
Where?
Perception. Oh,
I
no.
see performance and
Perception's
persuasion.
not here. Just
Oh yeah. Okay.
Persuasion, performance. Yeah, there's no.
And that's why
perception.
this is a rough draft one. Yes, perception will be a one you can do.
I'll just write it in.
Yeah.
Sleight of hand, probably.
Sleight of hand for stealing. You got it. And one more.
One more. Intimidation.
That is so.
charisma.
Intimidation is going to either be your charisma or your strength.
Mm-hmm.
You can use either or for those.
And so if you don't have a good on those, you're not going to do very well.
But if she wants to run the intimidation, she can do that. That does fit very well with her character, being a slaver and all that. Or well, no, she's exiled. She's not a slaver.
For just being a dark elf.
For just being a dark elf, that's a very, very.
Intimidation,
All right.
I think.
All right. So that's your skills. All right, now two of your saving throws.
Dexterity.
So that's down here
I
at
would
the
go
bottom.
Dexterity and Constitution.
Dexterity and probably well, you can do. Oh, there it is, bud.
Where? Oh, it's down there.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be
because it's a main skill now.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I knew I hadn't screwed that up.
I was
Making
looking
me
for.
doubt myself.
I was looking into skills.
That's not how you spell perception, though.
Oh, rough draft.
Sorry.
Rough draft. I am fully aware that I accidentally spelled that incorrectly.
Accidentally, yes. Dexterity and Constitution.
That's what I'd recommend.
If that's what you want to do, yeah.
I definitely recommend Constitution.
All right.
I learned that from stepping in goo very often as Octavius.
Goo.
You're gonna have to share the splint around, Bex.
You can't have all of them.
Hello, Lance.
Wait, where's that in chat? Oh man, we're late on chat. Sorry.
No, I've been watching. Sorry about that.
We've had a lot to explain.
All right. So you will have agonizing blast for one of your force powers.
Ooh. That's pretty brutal.
You can do it. That is your cantrip for being an Eldar, and it's based on your intelligence. Just so you know.
Oh boy.
But its damage is 2d3.
That's not bad for a cantrip.
Yeah. It can't go as it can get to the same level, but it has a lower chance of doing as much as say less
Like smite.
smite. It's on par with smite. It does have the advantage of it. However,
It does at least 2 damage.
it does at least 2 damage no matter what.
Yeah.
But it has less of a chance to cause it to do the full 6. That's how I how I rolled that up and made that one as best I could. I thought for the Dark Eldar in that particular case. You will have to use that once a day, or you will. So this is going. This is going to be down at the bottom of your force powers there.
Okay.
Okay, so you will have to do a Constitution saving throw at the beginning of the day if you have not used one on a failure of 10 or below. This is more or less telling you. You just put it in there as a note for yourself. But con check first thing in the day. Otherwise, you will have disadvantage on all saving throws for the day. Because the Dark Eldar are constantly being consumed by Slanesh.
Was it the Constitution saving throw?
Yeah.
That's a everything saving throw at that point. You got to pour your heart, soul, and mind into fighting off Slanesh.
Yeah.
Makes sense. I'm just a little slow.
Aren't we all?
All right, let's get to some dice rolling now. All right, so we got those out of the way. Those are your starting things. You'll be able to add more things later. All right, so we're going to start with your strength. We're going to roll d20s for your perception. That's what we're going to start with. You have to roll 5 one for each sense that you have. So 5 d20s.
And I gotta get
And
my
then we will
calculator.
average out the total number in the end. And that will be your perception.
5 cents.
Yep.
What do you mean?
Hearing, seeing, smelling, touching,
Tasting.
tasting.
Oh, okay, so I'm
You're going to
rolling
lick
5
the
times for a perception.
Yep.
4.
4. Not off to a good start. 20.
20.
All right. So that's the first time we rolled a 20 on perception. That actually comes with a huge advantage.
Okay.
Rolling a 20 on a perception allows you to roll one more dice and take the higher of the two numbers.
Ooh.
Yeah. So keep rolling. Go to your full 5, and if you have
8.
8,
18.
18,
Nice.
12.
Wait,
That's-
I did
that's
5.
Okay, that's 5. So now you have one. So you're gonna roll your next one, and if it's higher than a 4, you'll be able to replace that one.
Okay. 11.
11. There you go. I think we have a winner for perception now.
Sweet.
It's a total of 69.
All right. Well,
Did
there
you
you
take away
go.
that 4?
And then we got
And then divide by that by 5.
divide that by 5. You have a 13 and 0.8.
Okay.
Just going to round it to 14.
Yeah. Always round up.
Your perception is 14.
Yep, 14.
Plus 2.
That's pretty good.
very
Nice.
14 there, and then put a +2 in the little mouth.
This is so cute.
Yeah, you like that? I thought that was pretty cool.
It's really cool. You made this, right?
Yeah, I made the whole thing.
This is freaking awesome.
With input from everybody on the team, however. Lovely Rebecca has showed me the errors that I made on there, and we will make those corrections. And then when we get the finalized copy, it will be on D&D40K. Free, of course.
Roll high. She did. She did
She
roll
did.
high.
She did fairly well.
She rolled the first 20.
She did. All right. So that's perception. Now I need you to roll me 5d6, please.
You want to roll mine too?
So roll those twice and then one extra one.
All right.
2
4 and a 2.
2 and a 4.
Yeah.
Okay. So write those numbers down here. We're going to do. So you have a 2, a 4,
Okay.
3.
3,
And you can roll both of them again.
and then throw them both one more time.
Come on, 6s.
A
2
4 and a 2. That's about average.
I like 2s and 4s
Okay.
apparently.
So your primary. All right. So I would recommend being both melee and shooting, so you can shoot and melee. I would recommend putting your 2 4s
Dexterity?
into strength and dexterity. I put the 3 in your constitution, and the 2s in your intelligence and your charisma.
You'll be average in everything.
Yeah, she does not fall below average. So no, you're going to put so we start at 8,
Oh, I see.
and then we add the 4 to it.
Oh, I get it.
Yep.
Sorry.
No,
So
you're fine.
You have 12 strength and 12
Yeah.
dexterity.
Math is not my strong suit, everybody.
Well, I didn't get a chance to finish saying it. All right, and then I do the same thing for the dexterity.
You start at 8 here too?
Yep.
You start at 8 for
Yeah,
all
start
of
at
them.
8 at all of them.
The only outlier is perception, which you roll entirely for.
Yep.
And then we start at 8 for Constitution as well?
You would have 11 constitution.
You would have 11 constitution.
And then you'd break even on intelligence and charisma. 10.
Yep, 10 and 10 on those. That's good. You have no minuses, which does not allow me to manipulate that in any way, shape, or form, which is irritating.
So you have +1 to your strength and your dexterity.
Yep. So you will add that to both your, or for strength, you will add +1 to your damage. For Kiss, where it says damage, you're gonna put a little +1 next to it. Yep, there you go. No, this has an AP of 1 as well. The Splinter Pistol.
Nice.
What's AP mean?
Armor penetration. That means you -1 from their armor class.
Right. Makes
So if
sense.
they
See,
have
when you roll it, you'll be adding 1 to your number every time. It's just kind of how it works.
Self-explanatory. Nice. Okay.
but it also punches through crates and things like that better.
Yes.
Sweet. Damage.
Yes.
Destruction.
All right. So now that we have those, we can go ahead and roll for your.
Cool.
You are going to start out with 15 splinter rounds.
Ooh, 15.
Yep.
Well,
Those are expensive, by the way.
They are the most expensive round.
Oh, you have some confirmation from those in chat. Say nice stats, chick. Way to roll. She did roll very high.
She did. So right now we're right here where the ammo is at. She'll be throwing in what her starting rounds are. She does have RP as well. She will have 70 RP to start off with, being level 3. So right here underneath your proficiency dice, and where it says attack, saving throws, and skills under the proficiency dice, there's also reputation / mutation points.
74?
No, 70.
70?
You will start with 70.
That's because you're level 3.
Yeah, and you will also put level 3 there, and we will now roll your life total. So your Constitution is plus nothing, unfortunately. So you will just be rolling the D8 4 times total.
You want to roll mine? Mine's hit 8 pretty often.
Sure.
Actually, wait, I don't see a D8 over here. Do you have
It may be stuck in the bag.
Yeah,
I
it's
could
probably
not-
it's okay. Just roll
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
fine.
It'll be fine.
How many times?
You'll roll it 4 times.
4 times.
Twice for the first level. 6.
6.
3.
9.
4.
That's 13.
1.
14 health.
14 health. That's not great, but you're still. I think you're about on par with Joe.
What's that?
That's our tank, by the way. Oh, that will be your hit points, your maximum. So you write that down.
14? Is that what
Yep,
you
14. And as you take damage during the game, you will put your current hit total when you lose life to that, or if you get a buff.
Because you can subtract it
Yep.
and add. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm slow at math, people.
All right. So that's not so painful. That is, in fact. You do have pluses here as well, which we will now get to. Being a Dark Eldar, you get +1 to your dexterity.
So my +1 turns into +2 already?
No.
have
So
13.
it'll just be 13. It'll still be just +1. So you'll do.
Oh, okay.
Yep, 13 there,
Makes
and
sense.
you will have +2 to your strength.
Ooh. So that means you get to go to +3 for your strength.
Yep,
Or-
you will in fact go to +2,
Or,
+3 for your strength, right?
Is
Or,
it +3? No, you get
no,
it's,
+2.
+2.
Yep, +2.
I keep thinking you had 12 already.
Yep. You will, being a very unpleasant person though, you do have -1 to your charisma.
You have 9 charisma.
I mean, that's kind of accurate to life, I guess.
That is just in general a Eldar thing. You people rub everybody the wrong way.
There's a dirty joke in there somewhere.
Don't do that. We're on YouTube.
Exactly. Slightly squishy.
Squishy.
Now that we have your dex being +1, your armor class will be base 12 base 10 plus your +1. So you'll have 11 armor.
Do not get hit.
I will try my best.
They will shred through your armor.
Yes, and obviously she has 70 reputation points and 75 Imperial credits. There will be much that she can buy. We're going to do all of the regular upgrades and all that stuff on our next stream. Right now we're just going to show everybody how to create the characters today. So, all right. Thank you, Belle.
Of course.
All right. If you wouldn't mind sticking around, we're going to move on over to Nate over here, and he's going to tell us about his second Space Marine, because it
Yes.
worked out so well for him the first time.
And it's a librarian again.
And it's a librarian again.
But let's see. I wanted to be a member of Deathwing.
He is a Deathwing Terminator.
Mm-hmm. And then you said that there were 2 sub-factions, right? Like the ordinary ones and the fallen, right?
Right. So you have your, basically, for this particular scenario, you would be a hunter. Which is the Dark Angels hunting for the Fallen.
Mm-hmm.
They want to expunge them off the face of the galaxy.
Mm-hmm.
Or you will be you can be one of the Fallen, which technically puts you as a traitor, but you are not Chaos.
I actually kind of want to be a hunter.
Okay.
White armor or nice, cool black armor?
Yep, that's your choice there. The original black, or are you going to go with white? That's your choice.
I'll go with white. It sounds cool.
All right.
Okay, hunter.
All right. Now, have you you're a librarian, right? So
Yes.
are you sure you want to stick with that? You didn't even hear your options.
What are the options?
Yeah, you didn't. You just jumped right back on that librarian train.
It is so much fun. What are the options?
Huh?
That voice.
All right. So you have heavy weapons.
Ooh.
You have your assault,
Okay.
and you can also not be a Terminator too. You can also just be a jump assault, which gives you a melee weapon and a pistol of some sort, and allows you to jump 45 feet and land and do a 1d6 damage.
Of mad hops.
Yeah, you'd have mad hops. In that particular case, your armor would be green though. Just so you know, because you wouldn't be a Terminator anymore. Only the Terminators are white in the Raven Guard, or I mean in the Dark Angels.
I'll stick with Terminator armor.
Okay, you're gonna stick with the Terminator armor.
Yeah.
All right, you can be the assault, the heavy weapons, librarian, which I kind of meld both the librarian and the chaplain together.
Mm-hmm.
But you can be either or class. One will just give you a healing spell. One will not give you a healing spell, and you can be an apothecary as well.
Apothecary would be just healing, right?
Your special abilities would in fact be you would basically have a 2 until you upgrade your ability points on it. You would have 2 stems that you can use in a long rest.
Two free
On others. Oh yeah, and that's the trick though, is it's only on others on that one. So that's for healing other people.
No healing for me.
And not in that ability, no.
Yeah.
That makes you a healer in that regard.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very powerful ability.
It is, but it's very self-sacrificing.
The heavy weapons troop does not get the Deathwing charge, but the librarian, all the others do in fact get the charge ability that we were talking about. So that's an ability where he can. It comes from being specifically a fast moving branch of Space Marines, where their goal is shock and awe. So they have the ability to rush. They have to move the entire distance, or until they hit an object in which they cannot pass through, or until they hit their target. Where he can move 45 feet once a day is a rush.
Would the chaplain still have smite?
The chaplain would have smite, yes.
I think I'll be a chaplain then.
Okay, you're going to take the chaplain with the healing, the force healing?
Yeah, we need a healer really badly.
I'll fix that for you. Thank you, chat.
Oh. What was it?
Speak
Apparently you were being a little quiet.
I was?
Apparently. Or
It's
my
not-
voice is just overturning over yours.
It's not usually a problem for me.
All right. So
Chaplain?
we have a chaplain. You will, in fact, have a conduit.
Woo! Conduit.
Yep, you still have a conduit, which is basically the psychic power
Conduit.
conduit. It allows them to channel their psychic energies through it, giving him once a day, because he is a chaplain versus a librarian, once a day he can charge it for 1 minute, and it deals his constitution bonus plus 1d6.
Constitution plus 1d6?
Yeah.
Cool.
Just like your other one.
Well, the other one was charisma plus strength to hit instead of damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I meant intelligence. Sorry. That's always supposed to have been intelligence. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So let's see. That'd be 1d6 for conduit damage in general.
Huh?
For the whacking with the conduit on its own would be 1d6, right?
Yeah, it's 1d6 plus your intelligence. And your healing will also be your plus your intelligence. Because remember, in the 40K universe, force powers comes from intelligence, not from charisma or anything else, really.
1d6 plus intelligence.
Yep. Is that better, chat? Is Nate sounding better now?
Can you all hear me okay? Psychic bonk.
Psychic bonk. All right, so you have your down your force powers. You're gonna put down there.
Okay.
That's where you're gonna put your smite.
Smite.
Yep.
And that's a cantrip, yes?
Yes, that is a cantrip.
Okay. And how much damage this might do? It's 1d6.
Yes, it's 1d6, range of 35, if I'm not mistaken. Yes? Yeah.
I mean, my handwriting is horrible. I can barely read my own handwriting. Okay, 35 range.
Yes.
And then what else?
And then you have Force Heal.
Force heal.
Yes, and that is a level 1 spell. And you have 2 level 1 spells to start with. You will actually get more at level 3. So you can put 3 in there. That's how many you'll have. Yeah, it goes up there. There's a spot for it.
Up here?
Yep. It should, that way you know exactly how many of each spell slot you have.
Okay.
I thought that was far better. So if you notice right here, the spell points, and it says ability points, which there are certain characters who don't use spells but only can use an ability. For instance, the Apothecary. He would have 2 ability points because that's an ability he has. He can increase it later on and get more ability to heal other people.
Brother, I require additional stims.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's see. Force heal, that's 1d4 of healing, right? Plus con?
What?
Force heal?
No, that's your speciality. It's not like, you're not like Jonas's. It's a little bit different. It's going to be 1d6 plus your intelligence.
Ooh. 1d6 plus intelligence?
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
So and that's, what's the range for Force heal? It's touch, right?
Yes, Force Heal is touch.
Okay, there we go.
All right. So for your weapons, you have the choice of either a flamer pistol.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, plasma pistol. Said the wrong one.
I was
Plasma
like, wait a minute.
pistol or a bolt pistol.
But charge packs.
Charge packs are as we've seen in the games, charge packs are the better option. You don't have to continue to hold ammo.
And it is less damage, though.
What, the
plasma pistols?
No, it is. Hold on one second.
Plasma pistol's usually a D3. Well, whereas
But it has AP. That's the big difference.
yeah. I'm all alone now. Healing bonk? No. We're not doing any of that nonsense. We're going to heal and then bonk normally with a psychic bonk. Healing by force. I will heal you by force. Let's see here. Man, I am missing out on a lot of things in chat. My handwriting is only slightly better than Chicken Scratch's.
What?
My handwriting.
Oh, yeah. Alright, sorry, I had forgotten some paperwork there.
Let's see here.
Alright, so we have plasma pistol. It is 1d4
1d4?
plus 1.
That
So,
would be the
so no
third
matter
one.
what, you deal 2 damage with it, but your max is still is 5 instead of 6.
I might take that one since
Your range is 30 feet.
Bolter has more range, right?
No, bolt pistol has 25-foot range, but it can hit for 6 damage.
Yeah.
And its AP is 1, or you can go with the bolt pistol, which is 1d6, 25-foot range, and no AP.
I'll take the plasma pistol.
All right, plasma pistol. Your capacity will be 3.
Okay.
Like I said, your range is 30.
30.
Yeah, 3 of 3.
3 of 3.
Yep, that's how many you'll have.
Okay.
It does in fact take charge packs instead of ammunition.
1D.
And you will start off with 1 charge pack. So if you look up there, there is a slot for charge packs, and you will put 1 in there for now.
You said it's 1D4 plus 1, right? For
Yep,
damage?
1d4 plus 1, and 1 AP.
1 AP.
Yep.
There we go.
All right. Under the special weapon or alternate fire, weapon special rules, name plasma pistol again.
Okay.
All right. It will be overcharge. Will be the effect.
Ooh, I get to blow everybody up.
Yep. And your damage is 2d4 plus 1. So you basically you'll be rolling a d8 plus 2. I mean, in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
And you know the effect that happens if you roll a 1.
You blow up.
Yes. On this one, though, being a plasma pistol, it is only a 10-foot radius. You might want to note that on there. Instead of a 20 and a 30 for the...
I'll just remember it being that it's the size of my hand and not attached to my body.
Yeah.
I'm not carrying
the
around...
regular plasma gun isn't attached to your body either. But,
I'm not carrying around something the size of a fridge. I am the fridge.
Alright, so you have your weapons done?
Plasma pistol and conduit, yes.
Yep, those were your choices.
You said I had charged weapon, right? Once a day?
Yes, so yes, that would be one for every long rest.
Charged weapon. Okay. And then what's the damage on charged weapon? It's
So you add a 1d6.
plus 1d6.
Yep. Plus your intelligence.
Plus intelligence. I just got to get good intelligence now. I got to be a smart boy.
All right. After that, we're gonna move to your skills.
Okay.
All right. So
Warp.
Warp. Yep. Your warp powers.
Medicine. Yep.
All right. Good choice.
You
You are a chaplain. It does fit to do the
religion.
Religion. There
Yep.
you go.
And there's a lot.
I mean, for a long time, but chaplains were seen as the arbiters of history as well. So
I might take. Oh yeah, let's take history as well.
there
Got to
you go.
stay in character. And then saving throws,
You got 2 to pick.
Constitution, and Intelligence.
Constitution and intelligence. Awesome. All right, Nate. Yep.
Time to roll stats.
Be the chicken. You got it.
I am the chicken.
All right. Oh, your hit die will be 1d10 for a
1d10?
Space Marine. Yeah,
Ooh.
you're in Terminator armor now.
Oh,
And your
yeah.
armor class is fixed. It's not dependent on your dexterity, so
18.
it will be 18. Yep.
I just got to find a way to increase
Your
it
movement
more.
is 20.
20.
You are you're in it just like Joe. It's 20. It's the turtles all over
I
again.
just have to upgrade it again.
Yeah, and you will as well have 70 RP. Oh, you already got that written down there, and you will start off with 75 Imperial credits.
Okay, but with the rush, I can get moving somewhere.
Yeah, you can actually move somewhere. Yes.
Does Jonas have the rush?
No, he does not. He is not a. That is a space marine ability. Or specifically a Dark Angel ability.
I don't think you could be an atheist chaplain.
An atheist chaplain.
It's called Scientology. I wouldn't be the first Scientologist in a Space Marine. So let's see. 1d10.
All right. I'll give you your bonuses for that. All right. So for Dark Angels, unlike your Ultra Smurfs, there you have +1 to your Constitution.
Woohoo! Okay.
You will have +2 to your Charisma.
Ooh.
Yes, and that's you will. However, you do have the warp you put it on your warp abilities, but you have suspicion.
Suspicion.
Yes, that's your drawback, buddy.
I don't trust anybody.
Yes, exactly. You do not trust anybody, and therefore you have a disadvantage while telling the truth to convince somebody. You can lie like no other, but telling the truth, nobody believes you. The suspicion is on you, not on them.
I just get really
You're
nervous.
trusted by no one because you are a dark angel.
How is this different?
Yeah, anyway. Yeah, so you have your +2 to your charisma and your +1 to your constitution, right?
Yep.
Yep, okay. You being a space marine, you do not actually have a minus to any of your other stats.
It's because Space Marines are cool. Genetically superior.
Yes, and we do not, in fact, honor any of the new Space Marines. They do not exist in my book yet. If you wish to add the Primaris Space Marines to your campaign, feel free at any time to send an email to the website, and I can add it to it. But until somebody asks, I'm not going to go through the trouble. They're just better Space Marines. They're slightly bigger, slightly better. I'd probably just add an extra to any con that a Space Marine had would probably be my end goal on that one.
Can I have a Space Marine 2?
Yeah, exactly. Space Marine 2.0.
If Space Marines are so good, why isn't there Space Marine 2?
That's a good one. Nate is Zippy the Wonder Slug. 20 movement, squeesh.
It's just sheesh.
Sheesh. Oh,
Squeesh.
I thought that said squeesh. Sorry, misread it.
Can I make that my catchphrase?
Squeesh?
As Zippy the Wonder Slug? Squeesh.
You can do
Squeesh.
I have no problem with that.
Let's see. What's next? We need to... I need to start rolling.
That's a good one, Bex.
Which one?
The Eldar objects that the Space Marines are superior.
Oh, you know it to be true.
All right. Yeah, so we're going to start rolling. We'll start with your perception, bud.
All right, let me whip out the calculator. I gotta be ready. All right.
It's cocked. Try again.
It was almost an 18.
It was almost a
20.
20
Woohoo!
again. Oh my goodness.
20.
So you remember what that means, right?
Yep, I get to take the lowest number and swap it out.
Yep.
Let's see if I can just keep rolling 20s and have a perfect
Yeah, that would
20.
be amazing.
3.
I think we found the number.
Yep. Wait, hound.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is Nate. Feast or famine. Let's see that one.
2.
Oh, it gets so much worse.
Ready? Now we're gonna have 1. I'm counting down.
Oh, okay.
6. So much for me being the perceptive one.
Yep.
That's 4.
and you-
Ready?
19. That's better.
And I'm gonna swap out the 2.
All right. Yep. Swapping out the 2 with
A 4.
a 4. Okay.
Hey, it's 2 higher. So I have 52. See?
52. It'll put you at like 12, I think.
Divide by 5.
Oh wait, no, that'll put you at like. Oh, you might have a negative still.
10.4.
Oh, 10.4. All right, you get 11.
That was close. 11 perception. Okay. So now we roll the 6s.
Yep. Yeah, 5 d6s to roll, buddy.
5.
That's a good one.
It's a very good one. Let me go ahead and write it down. 5.
5. Oh, he may not be able to see anything.
2.
2.
5.
5. One more.
One more. I thought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, one more. I keep thinking it's 6. This is wisdom.
No, you have. That's
It's
cocked.
4.
4. All right. So not too terrible. He has one dump.
One dump
Score.
stat. So let's see. What do I not need?
Dexterity.
Yeah. I'm gonna go to a flat.
Well,
even...
no, hold on. Dexterity is your shooting score, though, and that's your plasma pistol.
Right.
So maybe you throw that in
strength.
charisma. Honestly, you already have +2 to it,
That's true.
and it doesn't. Other than talking to people, it's not your greatest ability.
I still have the bonus too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it'd be plus.
12.
It'd turn your 2 into a 4. So that's probably pretty good.
It's 12. I'm writing it in the wrong space.
You are. You wrote the big number in the
I
mouth.
have plus 12 to all charisma checks.
That would be amazing.
12 charisma, so I have plus 1. Okay. So that's
All
the
right.
2 done.
That's the 2 gone.
Now, let's see.
Remember, intelligence is your score for healing things.
Yep. I'm going to have 15 intelligence.
15. How are you gonna have 15?
15. Oh, right. I'm dumb.
Yeah, it's 8 plus that number.
8 plus that. 13. 13.
13. Yep.
13 intelligence. So that's 1 5. And then 13 constitution.
14.
14? Oh, right. Because I have plus 1.
Yes,
I didn't
you
have plus 1 as an ultramarine.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, right. I had plus 1 to my charisma. 2.
You had plus 1 to your. You had plus 1 to your constitution, plus 1 to your charisma, and plus 1 to your strength.
So let's see. That's 2 5s dished out, and then I will put another 5 into dexterity to have 13 dexterity,
Yep.
and then I will have 12 strength with my last 4.
There you go. So you've got no minuses.
Yes! Woohoo! Let me divvy up everything. Plus 1 to strength, plus 1 to dexterity, plus 2 to constitution, plus 1 to intelligence, and 0 to perception, and plus 1 to charisma. There we go.
All right. Now it's time to roll for your hit points, bud.
Woohoo! And I roll a d10, yes?
Yes.
It's good old percentile dice.
That's
1
1.
plus
That's a good start.
plus 2 though, so that's
Yes.
3.
So that's 3.
Go and write that down somewhere before I forget.
8
plus 3. That's 11. And then 9,
9
plus 3. 12.
There you go.
4 plus 3.
No. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. You're good.
Or 4 plus
7.
2.
So that's 7.
4 plus 2.
Oh yeah, you were doing
6.
plus 3, and so that's
I was. That's 9, and that's minus
That's-
1 to all these.
yeah, minus 1 to all those that are on there. Yep.
So that's 10. That's. These are the totals too. Of the roll, not the added up end.
Yeah, that's not
4 plus 2, so 6. So I have 14, 20. I have 30 hit points.
There you go. He's your new walking, talking tank. 30 hit points on that one.
Take that, Jonas. And I can heal better.
Well, he was a paladin.
That's true.
Are we getting a squishy Terminator? No. No, you're not.
I think I am the least squishy now. I have the highest armor and the highest hit points.
Yes, he can't add, but that's okay.
Math is not good for me.
All right. Now, I'll leave it up. Chat real quick, and you as well. Do you want to kind of go through with everybody how we do the reputation points, and so they get an idea in this smaller video? So when we're doing it next week, it's a little bit easier for them to follow. If you want to do a full upgrade on yours to level 3, with all you spend your reputation points and all that stuff.
Sure.
All right. Are you okay with that, chat? Well, I hope you are, because we're doing it.
20-second delay is too long.
Yep. All right. So, since we're done with his,
Yes, I cannot add. I'm a Terminator. I can't do basic math. Forget the intelligence score. I don't have that.
all right. So we've got a sheet here, which you can in fact find on D&D40K.com, and it has several weapons. There will be some added, so you may want to save some of your points for the next session. But you can start looking and find yourself, like, I know you want to buy proficiency dice and things like that.
I
already.
do. I want to be able
And
to hit things.
those aren't going to change. Those are
That's actually a question I had. We have a spot for the proficiency dice for attack. Would that be for all attacks, like weapons and warp, or would it just be weapons?
that's just weapons.
Just weapons. Okay.
Yeah.
So is there any way to upgrade my chance to hit for warp?
For warp, yeah, that's going to be under your skills.
Under skills?
Yeah, skills ones would be warp attacks.
Okay.
Because that is technically a skill you're doing.
That makes sense. Alright. I can buy 2 proficiency dice for 30 points.
Yes.
What would I want them in is the question.
Remember, you don't times them until after you already have more than one.
Yeah.
So how we do the proficiency dice?
15x0 and then 15x1 for the first
All right.
2 of them.
So the MP cost, which he has 70 of. So for a D2, which you roll a D4 and you cut it in half, you add that number to your whatever you're doing. At 15, so it takes 15 RP or reputation points, and then you times it by the number of those that you have. So if you have 2 of them, it's still 15, because 15 times 1, which we had a long discussion about this with Nate, and we just realized he just can't do math.
I was thinking it started out as 15 times 1 and then went up to 15 times 2.
Yeah, he wanted to add, he wanted to times it ahead of time there.
I made it harder on myself.
Yeah, so he was trying to make it more expensive for everybody is what he was doing. He wanted to be the only one with proficiency dice.
I did.
So you go 15 times 1, which is 15. So the first 2 are only going to cost you the base MP cost. After that, you start multiplying.
Okay. So let's see. Might want to go ahead and buy 1 to skills and 1 to saving throws, and just call that there.
So 2 total?
Yeah.
1 to skills, 1 to saving throws, no attack?
Well, the skills wouldn't count towards my warp.
No,
right?
it won't. No,
It will not?
Skills will, yes. Attacks won't. Sorry, I misheard you
Yeah.
there.
So, but that would be good for like smite and my healing stuff.
Yes. Well, your healing isn't something you have to roll for. You just, other than the dice to do the actual healing.
Would I get a D2 for the healing then?
Yeah, you would actually add it because it is a skill. You would add 2 points towards your 1 to 2 points towards your healing.
That might be worth it in general.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and do that. 1d2.
Yes. Buying proficiency
Skills?
dice is in fact very good.
1d2 to saving throws. So
All
that
right,
way
so
I
he's
don't
got
die.
it for saving throws and for skills.
I have 40 reputation points remaining.
Yes, he does. Now, reputation points along with IP can be used to can be spent to buy weapons, armor, upgrades in general, things like
Is there
that.
a better eraser over here?
That should be a very good eraser.
Here, I just like this one.
All right,
It just feels good.
that's a weird thing to say, without any idea of what you're talking about.
Yes. No context. Pleasure.
That's again very strange to say.
Let's see. So, I think we're done.
Are you just gonna buy those? You're gonna save the rest for later, or?
Hang on.
I did have some Terminator stuff in there already.
You did? Where? Venom Throat. Heavy Chassis. That's Men of Iron.
That's the Men of Iron one, yeah.
I can't get the Mark IV helmet, can I? Cause
No, Mark IV helmet. That's for your regular Space Marine stuff.
Yeah. I'll get these with the periodical credits later. All the stems and everything.
Yeah.
Splinter rounds.
You can buy a charge pack. That might be a good idea because you only have one, so you can't actually reload right now.
How much are charge packs?
They should be on there under the ammunition.
We just got a lot of stuff to go through. I don't actually see any Terminator upgrades.
Yeah. There. I don't
I
think
don't
I
see
have
charge
them.
packs either. I might have jumped over them. We've got it printed out here, and I'm impatient, and I'm taking the time to look through everything, so I might have just looked over them.
Charge pack. 50 IC.
50?
Yep, 50 IC per one, and it'll that'll equate to 10 RP.
That's quite a bit.
Well, they're very, very powerful.
That's true. You know what? I'm gonna spend
Oh, thank you, Bex. Yeah, we only have IP. I've never understood the purpose of having silver and gold and all the different ones from D&D, it does nothing. Everything is bought in gold. Everybody skips over all the other stuff. Platinum is just a different way to carry gold. It's just worth 10 gold, and that's all you ever worry about. So
it's so you have more for when all the people get more gold.
Yeah, there's really, truly no point to it.
For when the bard performs terribly and people stop taking their gold.
Yeah.
I'm very tempted to purchase charge pack with RP, but I think it might be better to get it with Imperial credits. Ooh, it's a very, very difficult decision. Let's see. We don't have any other upgrades for Terminators, do we?
No, not yet. So if you're wanting armor upgrades and stuff like that, that'll come next week.
Yeah, I might.
I still have to type all that out. So
I'll hold out on that then.
Okay, so just the 2 proficiencies. You're not going to add anything to any of your your actual skills. So we are. I allow to add, instead of like by level or anything like that. You can actually add to your strength, your dexterity, your constitution, intelligence, perception, and charisma through the with MP or MP.
Mutation points or reputation.
Mutation points or reputation points. And those come at the cost of...
It's 20 times the ability modifier.
No, it's the same. 15 times the 15 MP/RP times modifier. Bonus or max is 20. So what that means is if you, let's say you want to add to your strength, it's 15 times 2 in his particular, or
1
times 1. So it would be 15 points. He can add 1 to his strength and basically add an entire point to his melee damage.
I will actually. It's 15. You said, right?
Yeah, because you're timesing it by 1, so it's still 15.
Okay. I'll spend 15 and I'll upgrade my intelligence by 1 because it's plus 1.
There you go.
So 14 intelligence. That makes it plus 2, and then let me go ahead and set up the modifiers before I forget, because I will forget.
Yeah.
2, and then I go from having 40 reputation points back down to 25.
25 reputation points. Yep.
I could do that again for my dexterity, but
yeah.
I'll hold on to my reputation points for now.
Okay, to see what comes down the pipe?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
I think that's it.
I think that's going to do it. So, let me see your sheet there, bud.
Here you go.
Alright, so Nate here created a Deathwing Terminator, who is a hunter. So his main goal in all of his life is to find the fallen
and purge
and expunge them from the earth.
I get cool white armor though, rather than cool black armor.
Yeah. He is a Terminator, so he does have in Terminator armor. There's a massive drawback, but you do get 18 armor, which is really good. But your speed is 20. You're slow. You're moving a lot of metal, and it's not easy to move.
Yeah.
Your his particular hit dice, being a chaplain, is a 1d10, and then he chose the conduit, which he kind of sort of has to take, being a chaplain or a force user space marine. It's required. It's basically a way to reduce, in their eyes, the rather unpleasant side effects of warp powers.
Such as exploding.
It's exploding. Now, he can attune to other things, upgraded conduits, things like that, which we will get to much later in the campaign, as I come across ways to think the best way to get those going without breaking the game.
As the 7-year-old rolls more 20s to find conduits for me.
Yeah, there will be 2 more at ease next time. We have lost the Tyranid. He just didn't particularly care for his character, and he is 7 years old, so therefore somewhat fickle. Reverend Terminator, I like that.
Reverend Terminator?
Reverend, as in.
I'm the pastronaut.
He's the Pastronaut, apparently. That's what he wants to be called. He has his plasma pistol, which has the overcharge ability, a 30-foot range. It's pretty nice. AP is really good. His dexterity is +1, Constitution +2, which is always nice. Intelligence +2. Unfortunately, our number 1 loot goblin has lost his
Amazing
his
helmet.
ability to manipulate the numbers. He can still rely on, however, our commissar, who has as equally of a stunning perception. His charisma is +1, strength, and yeah, that's that on that. He has smite, force heal, which is a touch, level 1 spell. He has 3 level 1 spell slots, being 3rd level. He will gain at level 5. They will gain a level 1, level 2 spot, and so on and so forth until you finish out with the spells. Spells will come in time. It takes a lot of kind of balancing on my end, trying to figure everything out. The magic itself is not an easy thing to balance.
It's very unstable.
Yeah. Rolling one thing everyone should note: rolling a 1 while using a force power, regardless if it's a cantrip or not, will result in a D20 roll on my part and fun for me.
For the DM,
For the DM, I am the DM.
that's never a good thing. If the DM's having fun, the players are losing their lives or not doing their job correctly.
Yeah, just ask Octavius.
It's like, keep in mind, despite me not having a very good perception right now, I do not intend to give up my loot goblin ways, and I will just buff everything into perception later down the line.